PrizePicks.
Hello everyone, this is Mike with BetBlitz. Welcome back to your source for daily sports picks. Today's a new day and we're looking to set you up with some of the best picks on both PrizePicks as well as Underdog. Please take a moment to hit the like button. We do have a like goal for this video, and if this video gets above 125 likes, we will be dropping a bonus pick in our next video. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, at the end of this video, let us know which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't, or any other lines that you think have a great chance of hitting. And if the picks in this video aren't enough for you and you want access to even more picks, click our link in the description below to gain access to Elite Picks DFS Discord, where their elite, top-tier analysts drop picks every single day across multiple leagues and across multiple DFS platforms. And right now, when you use code BLITZ, you'll receive 20% off your access. All right, let's get right into some of the best picks for today. For our first pick, we'll actually be headed over to the rebounds plus assists tab, and we'll be selecting this time Sabrina Ionescu for less than 10.5 points plus assists. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, and by the way, if you'd like to try Outlier for yourself, use our link in the description below for a free 7-day trial. We see that Sabrina Ionescu has actually failed to exceed this line in 9 of her last 10 games. Additionally, Sabrina Ionescu has failed to exceed this line in 60% of her last 20 games. Now, Sabrina Ionescu and the New York Liberty will be facing off against a pretty poor defense in the Los Angeles Sparks. Currently, the Sparks are ranked near the middle of the league when it comes to defending against their opponent rebounds. However, they are ranked near the bottom of the league when it comes to assists allowed from their opponents, giving up plenty of assists per the game. However, the Sparks are much better when it comes to defending against opponent guards, ranked top 3 in rebounds allowed to the position, as well as a little bit higher when it comes to defending against guard playmaking at 9. And we believe the Sparks defense in this game will be just good enough to keep Ionescu under her line. Taking a quick look here at our last few games, we see that Ionescu is playing a solid dose of minutes over her last 10 games, averaging near 33 minutes per game. This is slightly higher than we'd like to see it, but to take her under on this line. However, her minutes have not necessarily translated to an increase in rebounding and playmaking for her. In fact, in 10 of her last 11 games, she's actually fallen below this line. Taking a closer look at her last few games, you see that Ionescu has been a pretty solid rebounder as well as playmaker for her position as well. However, we feel that the line that they gave her is still just a bit high. I'll look for PrizePicks to probably try to lower this line and bump it down. So if you see this on time, make sure to take it. And again, we expect the Sparks to hold her below this line. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking Sabrina Ionescu for less than 10.5 rebounds plus assists. For our next pick, we'll be actually headed over to the PRA tab, and this time we'll be selecting Betnijah Laney for more than 18 PRA. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that Lainey Hamilton has actually exceeded this line in 8 of her last 10 games. Additionally, Lainey Hamilton has exceeded this line in 70% of her last 20 games. Now, Betnijah Laney and the New York Liberty will be facing off against the Los Angeles Sparks defense that, again, is not very good overall, ranked near the bottom of the league in points allowed to their opponents as well as assists. They are ranked near the middle of the league when it comes to rebounds allowed to their opponents, but overall in each category, they are giving up plenty of points, rebounds, and assists. When it comes to defending against guards, they aren't much better defensively either. Here are the numbers defending against the forward position for those of you who want to see that as well. But overall, we feel that Betnijah Laney will not have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Taking a quick look here at our last few games, we see that Betnijah Laney is getting a solid dose of minutes over her last 10 games, averaging near 34 minutes per game. However, Laney is one of those players where her minutes do also increase her stat totals. In fact, with these high minutes in 10 of her last 12 games, she's actually exceeded this line. Taking a closer look at her last few games, you see that Laney has really been capable of filling up the stat sheet across points, rebounds, and assists. She really is a well-rounded player overall, and we expect her to take this into this game as well, especially against the poor defense of the Sparks, and reach her line. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking Betnijah Laney for less, or rather more, than 18 PRA. Now, for those of you looking to cash out on Underdog as well, we just want to share with you that right now, Underdog is doing a lot of free promos right now. including this Caitlin Clark 0.5 points. But they are giving a lot of discount picks right now where you can get some big wins. We just wanted to point that out for you. And if you are on Underdog, you want to check them out right now. They're a great platform. And when you use code BETBLITZ, you'll actually receive a free pick, another free pick, as well as up to $1,000 in bonus cash. And we hit so much on our Underdog picks all the time. So you're going to want to make sure that you give them a look. For our third pick, we'll actually be in the WNBA first half section, this time under the points tab, and we'll be selecting Joelle Lloyd for less than 9.5 points. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that Joelle Lloyd has actually failed to exceed this line in 9 of her last 10 first halves. Additionally, Lloyd has failed to exceed this line in 55% of her last 20 first halves. And head-to-head versus the Atlanta Dream, Joelle Lloyd has actually failed to exceed this line in 3 of her last 4 matchups. Now, Joelle Lloyd and the Seattle Storm will be facing off against an Atlanta Dream defense that is pretty average overall, ranked 5th in the league in points allowed to their opponents, not giving up so many points in comparison to the rest of the league. However, when it comes to defending against opponent guards, the Dream are ranked a lot worse, ranked 8th in points allowed to opponent guards, and they are giving up plenty of points to the position. Taking a closer look at her last few games, we see that Joelle Lloyd is playing a solid dose of minutes over her last 10 games. She's averaging 17 minutes over the first half. This is slightly higher than we like to see it to take her under on this. However, her minutes, again, have not necessarily translated to an increase in her scoring. In fact, in 9 of her last 10 games, she's actually fallen below this line. Taking a closer look at her last few games, we see that Joelle Lloyd has been a pretty decent scorer, but it's not like she's having any crazy scoring outburst. And most of her scoring is taking place in the second half. Many of her first half scoring outputs are in the low single digits. And we expect this trend to continue on to this game as well, and for Lloyd to fall below her line. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking Joelle Lloyd for less than 9.5 first half points. All right, these are our picks for today. And after we finish reviewing, let us know down in the comment section which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't, or any other lines that you think have a great chance of hitting. So for our picks, we are taking Sabrina Ionescu for less than 10.5 rebounds plus assists. We are taking Bettany Laney for more than 18 points, rebounds plus assists. And finally, we are taking Joelle Lloyd for less than 9.5 first half points. Now, we're not saying to take all these picks together and throw them into some huge parlay, but overall, these picks could be some useful additions to the overall entries that you have in mind. And again, if you'd like access to even more picks with detailed analysis, check out Elite Picks Discord. Their DFS Discord is filled with a top-tier analyst that will provide you with great research and picks. And right now, when you use code BLITZ, you'll receive 20% off your order. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, take a moment to hit the like button. We do have a like goal for this video, and if this video gets above 125 likes, we will be dropping a bonus pick in our next video. Now, we want to share with you a sports betting tool that is going to take your game to the next level, and that's Daily Grind's Fantasy Optimizer. They are one of the most comprehensive sports betting tools available, and it's not just prize picks. They'll also show you line discrepancies across all the major sports betting books, as well as other DFS platforms. And one of their best features is their ability to provide you with multi-leg parlays. So, for example, if you want to find out what the best 6-pick flex was on PrizePicks, you could simply click right here and have it generate for you a list of the 6 best picks that are most likely correlated to hit together. And it'll also tell you the odds of them hitting as well. And best of all, it runs on a live, up-to-date system. So if it's on PrizePicks or any of the major sports betting books, it'll be here live as well. So again, if you're looking to take your sports betting to the next level, click our link in the description below and use code BLITZ. Again, that's code BLITZ for 25% off all your orders.